Thank you. Good afternoon. It's really hard to believe here we are at Sunbelt Media Days once again. I can remember standing here a year ago, and just amazing to think this football season is just around the corner. It's an exciting time. I know for all the athletics departments, when football's coming around, it's kind of the start of the new year, and we're certainly excited at Georgia State University. I got two fine individuals with me today, two guys that have really stood the test of time at Georgia State. You know, I walked in here, Georgia State University, I'm going into my sixth season. And I can remember recruiting these young men a long time ago and talking to them about the vision that we had and what we were trying to do and what we're going to achieve and how we're going to do it and what the first step was and what the next step was. And just not so much selling our program, but really just talking to them about my vision for Georgia State University football. Malik Sumner, I sat in his living room, and Malik was, I believe my recruiting spiel at that time was, we're going to build it from the inside out, Malik. You know, he knew all about me being an offensive line coach, and I talked to him about doing first, and sitting there with his parents, and then seeing those things really all come to the forefront, to go and win our first bowl game, and to go and win back-to-back bowl games, our first FBS winning season, and so many things. And then to have Blake Carroll do the same thing, to sit in his living room and talk with his family about, our future and his future and what we're trying to do. Both these individuals exemplify everything we are at Georgia State. We're hardworking, we do things the right way, we're disciplined, we're strong, and we're passionate about our football program and our university. And they're two great representatives for our football program and everything about us, and we're thrilled to death. We've got what I think is a really strong football team this upcoming season. We all sit here and we talk about, the what ifs and what could happen, but anytime you return 18 returning starters as a football coach, you have some sort of comfort. We've got a wealth of experience offensively, 4 of our 5 offensive line return. We've got 2 great backs, both on the award watch list. We've got receivers on the outside. We've got a returning starting quarterback. So we have pieces in place on the offensive football team. On the defensive side of the ball, guys like Blake Carroll. It's amazing to think just how he leads that defense. Quay White in the back end, hit stick and Tavius Lane, just creates turnovers. We've got a lot of experience. Guys up front, Jamil Muhammad, to bring back, I believe we return 8 of 11 starters defensively. Our special teams, Michael Hayes is going to man that forefront so far. He's going to handle our punting duties. He's going to handle our kicking duties thus far. We're going to have a little open competition to see if we can better our special teams as well. We've hired a special teams coordinator, Narkita Banks, to make sure if we're going to take the next step in trying to compete for its conference championship, then we have to be on point offensively, defensively, and of course special teams. When I started this journey or this vision that I had for Georgia State football, I certainly thought back in 2017 that this was a program that really the possibilities were endless. You're in the city of Atlanta, the capital of college football. You've got a fertile recruiting ground. You have an ability to get anywhere you want to reach out to student athletes to go and recruit. They have the ability to come and see your campus, to see exactly what the city of Atlanta has to offer and the Georgia State University system has to offer them. And it's really amazing to think what all we have accomplished. 5 short years ago, we were sitting there at 3-9. We had a transition in head football coaches, and we walk in. Here we are today, and I'm standing before you, and I say, yes, I think we have a chance to go out and compete for a conference championship. We understand what it takes to go out and compete for a conference championship. We've got really, really good teams in our conference. With the addition of the 4 new members, it makes it even more difficult. But I think with the mindset, and I think with the work ethic, and I think with the education these guys have behind their football knowledge, then we have a chance to take the next step. We have a chance to go out and compete for the East Championship, and I think ultimately we have a chance to go out and win the Sun Belt Conference. And I think it's time. I think our players, we all understand that. We're not one to shy away from talking about it. I know a lot of coaches don't like to talk about it, but if you don't talk about it, if you don't bring it to the forefront, then how are you expected to go win it? So that's where we are right now in taking our next step. Well, we have the tools in place, we have the coaching staff, and we have the mindset, and we're hoping for a great Sun Belt Conference. We understand what's ahead of us, but things are tough. We all know that, and it's what's tough that really makes you great.